Hey guys, hope you're doing well. In this video, I will show you how to use custom CSS with GoHighLevel elements using ChatGPT. So the custom CSS feature in GoHighLevel has not always been the easiest one to use, but after ChatGPT has come to the scene, it's definitely gone easier now. And in this video, I'll show you the process I use to apply or generate custom CSS using ChatGPT and apply them on the GoHighLevel elements. So basically, my plan is to show you how to use it on forms, how to use it on surveys, and how to use it on order forms. And if you want to use it on other sectors, like just to customize the dashboard, because we all know that in the agency level, you can apply custom CSS to change the dashboard, change the look and branding and stuff. You can do that. You can also apply the same process to customize the membership areas as well, because membership areas support custom CSS and custom JavaScript as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Again, I'm just going to show you the process I use, and you can use the same process to do yours. So there could be millions of different use cases. I don't want to cover all of them. I just want to show you how to do it so you can do it for your own use case. So first of all, we'll do it for forms. So let's just go ahead and create a form, and the form name will be, let's say, contact form. Now, first of all, my advice to you is let's just go through all the styling settings, because there's loads of styling settings nowadays in GoHighLevel, and it wasn't the case a year ago because the customization was not this advanced, because I've been using HighLevel for a while, and I know that they've been constantly upgrading, they've been constantly adding features. And this is a lot, to be honest, you know, in terms of layout, in terms of paddings and margins, and stuff, in terms of other spacing options, responsive options. There's loads of things here. Colors and background. You can choose your own background color for the form, font color, input color, background image as well if you want. You know, if you go to advanced settings, you can change the input fields, you can change the labels, the placeholders, the fonts. You can choose your own fonts now. And now, after you've gone through all these, you're going to have to start applying custom CSS, right? So once you go through all these, then if you think about, let me give you an example. There's no option to put color gradient on buttons. Now we are talking about custom CSS. We need custom CSS to apply a gradient on the button. So what we'll do is, let me go to ChatGPT. So I'll just say, write me a custom CSS to apply gradient on a button. I will provide the entire form code. Just need to, number one, apply gradient. Number two, put a border radius of 30 pixel on the button or around the button. So let's just keep it that. And you know, you can put your own imagination to it. Just be creative with the prompt, and just need to, that's it. Here is the form code. So where do I get the form code? So what I'll do is I'll just go here. I'll just hit integrate, open this form, and then I'll just do view page source, copy the whole thing. Sometimes it won't allow you to paste the whole thing here because it's too long. It may be too long if you're dealing with surveys or you know really long forms. What you can do is you can save this entire thing in a text file or as an HTML file on your local machine, on your computer, and then upload it here. You can attach that file that you'll save as an HTML and upload it here, and then ChatGPT can read it. So you can just put two gradient colors. So let me just Google. So let's say I want to take this one as the first color, and the second color will be this, and I paste it here. And now as a third customization, I want to do when I hover to reverse the gradients and add a grow animation with a smooth transition. So basically when I hover my mouse over the button, it'll grow, the button will grow, and it will have a smooth transition. That's pretty much it. So I'll just do okay. As you can see, it's a really long code. That's why I said sometimes it may not take the entire thing as an input, but if that doesn't do it, you just need to upload this entire code, save it as an HTML file on your computer, and then upload it as a file. That's pretty much it. So that's the copy. I just need to copy the code here, and I'll put it here under advanced custom CSS. That's it. As you can see, it has started working already, right? So what I'll do is I'll just look at the preview real quick. Yeah, So sometimes it won't work, like the background radius didn't work, right? So sorry, the border radius didn't work. So I'll say the border radius didn't work. And you'll just have to be, persistent, and you'll just have to ask it to give you some more variations of the code. Now ChatGPT will try to override the code, the border radius thing, by an important. So let's see if that works. So I'll just take that, paste it again. Yeah, it doesn't really work, right? So I'll just go back to the previous one. And let me just find that border radius code. Yeah, there you go. So I just applied important to it because I know how to do custom CSS, and I just had to put it here. That's it. So that's all I had to do to make it glow. You can do the same thing for input boxes. So if you just say, make the input boxes look a bit better or something like that, you can do that. Now input fields can be easily changed from short labels, placeholders, right? Yeah. So I could easily change the input fields here, and I could change my preferred fonts, so I could do that kind of stuff from here. That's why I don't need to custom CSS it. And if I go here, I could also say corner radius will be 5. That's the radius around the form. Input field, I could put my own corner radius here, like 25, and I could just do 15. That's why I said, like, first of all, go through all the settings you have already, because you have a lot in the builder. And then if you think that you need custom CSS, then use ChatGPT. So yeah, now for the button, I'll just click on this button, and I will just increase the text size. So I want to say 25, and then I'll just do pop-ins and just do submit. And I can also make it a bit bold. So I'll just do 700. Let's do 600. That's it. So that's the kind of customization you could do using ChatGPT in your forms. Now, what about surveys? So I'll just give you another use case with a survey. And literally, for any other type of change, because you're giving the entire source code to ChatGPT, ChatGPT has all the classes, all the IDs. You just need to identify. Probably you can send a screenshot as well. Like, here's the button. I want this button changed. ChatGPT knows which button you're talking about in this form, right? So because ChatGPT has all the information from here, the classes, the IDs, the whatevers, now it can properly write you a code. And one of my advices would be, just be as simple as you can, because at the end of the day, it's still an AI. So, just be clear with your instructions. Now let's go to surveys. I'll give you a use case. Let's just work with this survey for now. So that's one of my surveys. I'll just full name, email, and then is your case being looked by an attorney? Yes, no. It's just looks like a lawyer survey. I even forgot when I did it. I may have done it as a test. So this is the survey. What I want is, if I just put in like a test, and then I go to the next step, I want this to look a bit better, really. So what I'll do is I'll just move it up, above. Is your case being looked by an attorney? Now, what I'll do is I'll just copy this entire thing, integrate again, just so this is the first option. So I'll just copy this entire source code again, and I'll just do, okay, let's work a survey. Now, here is the source code shared below for the radio. Make the radio options, because this is a radio option, right? This is a radio option. So you could make the radio options look like the screenshot attached. And I'll just look for a screenshot, So I found this, and I'll just take a screenshot of this, put it in my chat, wait for it to be uploaded. Okay, the message is too long. So what I'll do is I'll just have to copy this whole thing. Yeah, this is honestly a bit too long. That's why I said, like, if it's too long, then just take this and then save it in your local machine as a text file or whatever. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, now I just uploaded the HTML file that has the survey code in it. Now let's see what it comes up with. So it's reading the document now in the, whatever there is in the HTML file. Now let's see. Okay, cool. There you go. Let's see if it works. Most of the times it doesn't work, so you just need to do some back and forth chatting to make it work. But let's just see what it comes up with anyway. No, it didn't work. So yeah, so I'll say it didn't work. For each radio option, it need to have a box shape stacked on top of each other. The boxes radio options need to be a bit elevated, which means they need to have a bit box shadow, so I just try this, just try chatting with it and try to give it more specific instructions, and sometimes it comes up with really good solutions. So let's just go ahead and see what it comes up with now. Yeah, so I just need to say, because it's starting to give me the HTML, so I can say I can't update the HTML, I need the CSS only. See, now whatever it gave me, the updated CSS code after my after I said I can't really update the HTML, I just need the CSS code, it did it like this, but still it looks, it doesn't occupy the entire space. So what I'll do is I'll just take a screenshot of it and say it doesn't occupy the entire width, screenshot attached. And now it does. Now it does occupy the entire space, right? So this is how I actually, approach the CSS generation in ChatGPT. Now, if I wanted to do, just add more background colors and stuff, which is pretty simple. So I'll just say, keep the same code. Literally, don't change anything. And add the same gradient you applied, add the same gradient in the radio options boxes you applied in the form button. And now see the magic, because it'll take the gradient code that I sent it to update the buttons and put it in the radio options. There you go. So I updated the code, and now I'll just save it, and that's it. The radio, those small dots are here because I just updated something. So it must say this first. So you need to make sure that this one is there. So the radio, those small circles will disappear now. Okay, there you go. Saved now. Perfect. So this is how you can apply CSS and your imagination and ChatGPT's brilliance on your forms and surveys. Now let's go to the order forms. Now this one's pretty similar. I'll just go to the order forms. So let me create a funnel. Let's go to funnels, and I'll take a two-step order form. Let's just go to my funnel, and let me create a new landing page. Let's do order form. These are tests anyway. And I'll open it up in the builder. Okay, now let's warm it up for the order form. Okay, all good, well done. Just want to hype it up a bit. Now let's say, now we need to style a two-step order form. I will send you the code in the next prompt. First of all, let's change the background color to a dark gradient. So let's just take a order form real quick. That's my order form. Let's save it, and I want to start customizing it a bit. So what I do is I save it, and then I open it up in as a preview. So that's my form. That's the preview mode, and I'm gonna just do inspect instead of taking the whole page source. But you might as well take the whole page, so just do view page source and copy the whole thing, just like I did it for forms and surveys. But there's another way. I just wanted to show you the that you can do it in another way. So I'll just this bit, and so I'll just take this, copy element, and then I'll just do, because I've already told this that I can I'll just send the form code in the next prompt. So that's my form code. Now write me some CSS. So it's given me the code. Now I'll go back and then I'll just go to the custom CSS option in the builder, and then I'll save it. And as you can see, it's done. It has actually improvised. It's done more than what I asked it to do. So I'll just save this, and it as you can see, it's applied the code, but still the entire background is not dark gradient yet, because this has another layer in front of the background. So I'll just do this, and I'll have to figure out which part is still white, so I can do that easily. Oh yeah, it's changed now. Sorry, I think it wasn't populated yet. So it has actually done it. It has actually changed it. So I can just go ahead and I'll just take a screenshot of it and say brilliant, keep everything as it is, just the text in the screenshot needs to be white. Send me the complete code. And now it'll send you the codes, the same code with the just a bit of change, the CSS where the text will be white. That's it. So we have the updated code. I've updated it, and now as you can see, this is this order form has a dark background. The button has it actually took my instructions from the form and put it here, because it definitely looks better now, and the text is white, as you can see. So this is how I do it. This is how this is what my approach is towards custom CSS nowadays, because I have ChatGPT now, and especially if you have the GPT-4 version, which I have, it helps a lot because it's more faster. At the same time, it's more effective. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you how I do custom CSS in certain GoHighLevel elements, certain GoHighLevel features. As I told you, you can do the same for just customizing your agency account, customizing the overall branding and stuff, and also use it on the membership area. So that's it for this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you in the next one.